They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. We'll put total under and we'll get started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Complete to start this drive. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
The Vols come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's the handoff. Can't get into the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. Back to the ground with the running back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Vols come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Complete on third down. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown ball! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Using his legs, it's House. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive. So it's got to...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On target over the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Running into the open space. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
From the gun on 3rd down. Punts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cut.
There he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
He rifles one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Tennessee! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Hamilton. Got room at the 35. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, a full wideout set, trips right. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on the slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Picks up the first down. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Finds his man. It's Landry. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Shakes off the defender. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Turns it loose. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Breaks into the open. Inside, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it. Gets a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Power football with the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quick completion to the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. Jumped out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the +42.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Now on 1st down from the 43. To the ground with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Miranda. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the left. Finding open areas. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Bringing it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Goes out of bounds at the 44, but sets his team up with a terrific return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's House. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
And the Rebels will try to convert on 4th down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares about throwing a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making checks. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bettis. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And then so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
A strike downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
To the air on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Rebels will call on their punt team.
Man, this defense is feasting. You can tell. They know they got the lead, and they know they have to pass. So they're pinning their ears back. They're bringing pressure. This offense, they have to do a better job, man. You've got to protect your QB. Give him some time if you want to get back in this ball game.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They believe they can run right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to have blocked.
Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hamilton. There he goes. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Finds his man. It's Landry. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. Grab near the sticks. It's Hamilton. Across the 25. He's got room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Quick strike complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Working that left side. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finds his tight end. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown Volunteers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push push their record to 3-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisville rolled to victory, and how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson, so to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These corners going to give them some space. Using the quick game. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. They're looking to throw on second and short. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Landry. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just keeps slinging it. Takes the easy one to the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Hauls it in. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The Rebels will line it up on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. complete with conviction on the crosser. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Landry. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Quickly complete. And that one did not work.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it to the back. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
4th and goal now in the 4th quarter, down a couple scores. This ball needs to go to your best player on offense. Who's your best playmaker, be it a receiver, tight end, running back, that can win in space and get you this touchdown?
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Makes the grab. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time.